Hey guys, and welcome back to the Minnesotan Sports Podcast. It literally just ended, and okay, I gotta go somewhere. I gotta talk. I gotta walk around to talk about this one. So we just finished watching the end of the game. I have a lot of frustrations to vent too, but so we just watched the Saints. 25 seconds left to go in the game. It was very indicative of how the whole game went. They had it at the 25-yard line with like 25 seconds left, and the very first play is just a nice deep throw, and no one on our defense could pick that up, and they ended up being able to kick a 61-yard field goal attempt that, of course, based on the way we've been bailed out this entire game, hit the bottom of the goalpost and went out and no good. So the Vikings win in a very tight game. A game that reminded me a lot of last year, where we would just, always have these heart-pounding games. But last year we would never be able to win them. This time we did, but it was a lot of just getting bailed out here. I mean, against any decent team with their starters in, we would have lost this game. So there's a lot of frustrations. First of all, I want to, just bring attention to the fact that we did, in fact, not deserve to win that game. There was a deep play that should have been nullified by the fact that it was a pass interference for the Saints, but also Adam Thielen grabbed the face mask. And there was also a hand to the face call that probably shouldn't have been called earlier, where it was third down, and we probably would have punted it after that. So there were multiple plays in those drives where we probably should not have even gotten to where we got to. So I'm sure Saints fans and the entire NFL are going to say that the Saints kind of got cheated out of this game, and I will agree they kind of did. On top of that, Kirk Cousins was not sharp in this game, and I'm about to explain a lot of reasons why it wasn't just his fault. But there were definitely a lot of guys that he missed. A lot of times he should have been able to step up in the pocket, evade some pressure. But he was not the main reason why we shouldn't have won this game. The main reason was the fact that, our offensive line could not stop anything so many times, and everyone in the other room reacting to the missed kick again. But the offensive line straight up would just let the defense at Kirk so many times. Even when Kirk wasn't getting sacked, he was having to look over a bunch of guys, and a lot of these plays that everyone's going to say he overthrew or missed the guy that he was trying to get to, it really was just the fact that he was so crowded at the line that, a lot of really elite quarterbacks would be able to still get it out, but you can't expect even a good quarterback to be able to make a lot of those plays. On top of that, I was really frustrated with the play calling today. All the great looks that Justin Jefferson got. Obviously, he came up with that big play at the end in that last drive where we were able to pull ahead and get that field goal and get in field goal range. But there was a lot of plays in that first week that we just did not implement in this week. A lot of different play calls that we should have been able to get guys open. Guys just were not getting open. And when you have Adam Thielen, who was hurt, I will admit, but you have Adam Thielen, KJ Osborne, and of course Justin Jefferson all on the same team, you have to be able to get some guys open more than what we got. It's not just the fact that the wide receivers themselves didn't have the skill to get open, because they clearly do. So that was another big factor. And on top of that, just a lot of bad decisions, a lot of plays that I unfortunately thought looked a lot like what Zimmer would call, just like a lot of dump offs. We kept trying the run when it clearly wasn't working, which is another big issue, is that our run blocking and Delvin Cook were both awful today. But all of those things aside, the Saints, the Saints lost this game more than the Vikings won it. And this game does feel a lot like that when we barely got against the Lions last year, when we were talking about how it didn't really feel like a win. But at the end of the day, even if it didn't feel like a win this year, we are 3-1 coming off of that game instead of barely 2-2. Not to mention the fact that we should be able to go and beat the Bears at home. If we can't beat up on the Bears, not just win, but if we can't beat up on the Bears, then there's going to be problems. The Bears have one of the worst offenses in the league, so if there's any team our defense can handle, it's them. So hopefully we can get another win and improve to 4-1, and then depending on the situation with Tua, we'll have to see what happens in Miami. But that's my raw reaction to this game. If you like this video, make sure you please like and also subscribe to my channel, and I will be coming at you with a Tuesday reaction to all the games this week. Again, that'll be on Tuesday. So thanks again for watching, and I'll see you on the flip side.